My face has been breaking out so much, and I just spent 5 minutes picking my face, which I have such a bad habit of picking my face. My skin scars so easily. When I had cystic acne, I learned this, and I've had so many microneedling treatments and so many things to take down my scarring, and I'm still picking my face, and I know this is gonna leave a scar. So I don't know why I keep doing it. I just cannot help it. Anyway, so I went to Sephora the other day. I got some samples. So I got the Used to the People Super Clay, this one, Super Clay Power Mask. And this is the Peter Thomas Roth Sulfur Mask, which my skin responds to sulfur really well. That's why I use this cleanser by Kate Somerville. Anyway, I'm breaking out because I had to stop using my Retin-A. Obviously, I'm pregnant, so you can't use retinol. I'm breaking out a lot. I have very oily, acne-prone skin, so I kind of knew this would happen. So my game plan is to get a really good mask that can kind of pull out the impurities. Also, I'm gonna go get the Ordinary peeling solution. I used to use that. I stopped using when I started using retinol because I like to use the Retin-A every single day, every single night. And when you use that, you don't really want to use another active on the night that you use that. So if I use the peeling solution, then I wouldn't be able to use my retinol. And I like to keep it really simple. So then I wouldn't use my peeling solution. It went bad quickly, you know, whatever. And really, when you're using retinol, I feel like you don't really need any other skincare because it's just amazing. But anyway, so that's my plan. I'm gonna do a peeling solution and a face mask, and hopefully my skin balances out soon. I just knew that like a tip like that first. At some point, my skin would react like this, and hopefully it balances out. But I need to stop picking my face, guys. I don't know why I do that to myself. I don't know. I need to like just not look in the mirror or something. It's really bad. Tomorrow I will be officially 9 weeks. So that's exciting. I get so mad at myself after I pick my face too. I don't know why I did that. Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna use the Peter Thomas Roth one. And breakouts everywhere. So much congestion around this lower part of my face. If you guys didn't believe me that I have acne prone skin, because I always say that in my videos, but my skin's always clear because I use retinol. Now you're gonna believe me because I really do have acne prone skin, which it doesn't like bother me. It doesn't bother me confidence wise. Like I don't care if I have pimples. Like I'll go out in public with no makeup on. It doesn't affect me in that way anymore. It used to when I was in high school, but I also had like really bad acne then. What makes me mad is that I have no self-control over picking my face. So when I get the pimples, I just, oh my gosh, I can't help myself. I literally have to pop them. So that's the only thing that irritates me about getting acne, is that I have a problem and I literally cannot not pick the pimple. So that's why it bothers me so much. So maybe I need to pray about it. Ask God to help me not pick my face, because it's gonna take a miracle. Only God can do that. I wasn't gonna do any on my forehead because I don't really have anything, but I kind of do right there. I don't know if like using this one time will be enough. Sometimes I feel like masks don't really do anything, but it's the only thing I can do right now. So hopefully one of these works. Anyways, Good morning. Just washed off my mask. I wanted to update you guys on this sunscreen, the tinted La Roche-Posay one. I don't really like it. I feel like the tint, I mean, it might work for some people, but or maybe in the summer, but I feel like the tint goes on a little like dark, which I know there's many skin tones that probably get left out of the typical tinted sunscreens. Anyway, like this would be way too light for some or way too dark for others. So it's a common problem, but I do like a tinted sunscreen. But I don't know, can you guys tell? I feel like it's just so much darker. It's like so pigmented just for a tinted sunscreen. But I mean, if you have a little bit darker skin than me, it might work. And then I feel like it doesn't soak in. Sometimes I feel like I'll look at my skin an hour later and then it's like still kind of sitting on top of my skin. My favorite is still the SkinCeuticals tinted one. I was just trying to try a different one that's like a little more affordable, but that's all right. I don't love it. I don't know, I probably won't repurchase it. I thought I was recording, I wasn't. Okay, I'm on my way to the allergy doctor. If you guys know, you probably do, how excited I am to go to the allergy doctor. And it's perfect timing because my eczema is acting out. So we'll see what they can do. I wanted to get a skin prick allergy test because I saw that that's the most effective way to find out what you're allergic to, but it's not likely that they'll do that while I'm pregnant, so we'll see what the doctor says, but I'm gonna see if they can do that or what else, you know, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, I don't know what they can do. But yeah, I spent the whole morning talking to places in Idaho, places to live, midwives, and things like that, just getting everything worked out for our move because we are moving. And I realized that it's pretty soon, so I should probably start like packing things and organizing and getting things like ready that I'm not gonna take with me, decluttering and all of that. So I'll definitely be making some videos on that because it's like, what do I really want to take with me, you know? The truth comes out when you're gonna move across the country. So I'm not putting a bunch of stuff in storage that doesn't need to be there. So anyway, I'm running a little late, so I'm gonna head out and wish me luck. Hey you guys, 2 days later. I filmed the day before, but I didn't film yesterday. Yesterday I just kind of was doing a lot of work in the morning on my computer about moving things, like moving to a different state things, and then I went to work for a little bit. But today I actually got my call yesterday for my dermatologist referral, so I get to go to the dermatologist today, and it's in perfect timing because my eczema is getting pretty worked up again, which is a pretty big bummer. If I'm being honest, it's getting a little tiring to have to continue to deal with this. I have some hope. My primary care did a blood allergy test. I was able to figure out like some things that I'm allergic to. I can go over my results later in this vlog with you guys. And then on Tuesday I went to an allergy specialist, and I'm actually going to get a skin prick test. It's like where they poke your arm and they put a bunch of little allergens in your arm to see what you're reacting to, which can be a little bit more reliable allergy test. It's a bigger variety because the blood test is just for very common allergens. I'm trying to figure out the root cause of what is causing this to pop up in my hands because I feel like it's just something I'm allergic to. I'm trying to figure out what the allergen is, and hopefully that helps. I have read in some eczema Reddit blogs, people that get allergy tests, their eczema has cleared and gotten a lot better once they figured out what they were allergic to, and they stopped eating it or being around it. It gives me some hope, even though my blood allergy test did tell me that I'm allergic to wheat and corn. So that sucks. like wheat. Are you kidding me? I was so bummed when I saw that. I was praying that it wouldn't be wheat, and it is. And then corn was just like, who the heck is allergic to corn? What the heck? So I still haven't started to cut those out. A lot of other things, I'll go over them later, but like soy, I was like, oh, that'll be easy to cut out, but I didn't realize like it's also soy sauce. I freaking love soy sauce. Like, what in the world? Chinese noodles, although talking about food right now is making me feel a little nauseous. It's still a little early for me. But anyways, guys, I'm so full of energy today, which is nice because I've been like dead tired for weeks on end, and I feel not totally like myself, but definitely with way more energy than I have been. Still a little queasy, clearly. I can't like think about food for too long. Something funny is that sometimes I'll eat something and then right after I eat it, it's like grosses me out that I just ate that. I couldn't imagine eating it again. Anyways, I'm now running a little bit late. But yeah, I'm going to the dermatologist. I'll let you guys know what they end up saying. Well, that was a complete waste of time. I now remember why I stopped going to the doctor when I first started having this issue, because they are not helpful. It's so freaking annoying. I go to my primary care and they say, I'm asking, well, what can cause this? Aren't you guys supposed to know what could be causing me to have eczema for almost 2 years? Like an idea? No, they just give me a steroid. Send me to the allergy specialist. I wanted to hop in here while I was editing and mention that my primary care doctor wasn't even going to run the blood allergy test or send me to the allergy specialist. She only did that because I asked her to. I went in for another appointment, asked her if she could run the blood allergy, and asked her if she could send me to an allergy specialist. Her plan was just to send me to the dermatologist and give me a steroid cream. So super frustrating. I go to the dermatologist and again just wants to give me a steroid. Says that nothing would be causing this, not a vitamin deficiency, not a food allergy. I'm like, are you serious? I've myself have read through medical research documents saying that there's links between vitamin D deficiency and eczema and food allergies and eczema. Like, you're really gonna tell me that? Just prescribe me a steroid. I'm like, did you not hear me when I told you I tried a steroid and then the steroid stopped working and it came back? Like, it's so frustrating. It's so annoying. I remember why I stopped going to the doctor and tried to figure this out on my own. I had to ask my allergy specialist to do the skin prick test. I could bring it up. She just wanted to give me some freaking pill, and I'm just like, no, I want to know what's causing this, because as soon as I stop the medication, it's gonna come back. It's just so frustrating. I'm gonna have to shell out some money, save up some money, and go to maybe a naturopathic doctor or something, because this is really frustrating. Honestly, so frustrating. I don't mean to complain and be negative. I'm serious. Like, it's so freaking annoying that that's all they do. It makes me mad. It makes me mad. The appointment was literally 5 minutes. I'm gonna go home now. It was a complete waste of time. We're here for the final part of my health vlog, and I wanted to end it off on a more positive note because I was editing the first part of it and I was just kind of upset throughout the whole thing, because I mean, that's just how I honestly felt. But I am feeling a lot better now, and I did go to the allergy doctor. I got my results. I had filmed another clip like after I got my results, but I had my follow-up with the allergist, so I'm just gonna cut that out and go with this clip, obviously, because it was a lot more helpful to talk to her after the results. I found out what I'm intolerant to. It's not really an allergy for me because I don't really have a huge anaphylactic shock to anything. Technically they're an allergy, but it's more of a food intolerance, and we have a little game plan to figure out how to pinpoint all the things. So I'm gonna tell you guys the list first, which is a really long list. So let's go through that. It's beef, milk, grapefruit, lemon, orange, peach, tomato, watermelon, almond, coconut, peanut, pecan, walnut, carrot, celery, corn, lettuce, onion, pea, green peppers, potatoes, soy, oysters, scallops, shrimp, tuna, oat, rye, sesame, wheat, cinnamon, garlic, yeast, and coffee. So that's a really long list. I had a reaction to all of those, some sort of reaction, some higher than others. The ones that were really high were beef, soy, coconut, lemon, wheat, oat, and sesame. That's a little difficult because I eat a lot of corn-based products, obviously a lot of wheat products, and yeast is in bread, and obviously I drink coffee every single day. You guys know that. So I was a little upset when I first saw this list, but after talking with her and just from my own beliefs, I don't really think that this is really a lifelong like allergy or anything. I just am so convinced that my body's been under attack for so long and under inflammation for so long with my eczema that now it's registering all these food things as something that my body's intolerant to, and I am confident that a lot of them will go away. And if not, the game plan that she gave me was to avoid all of these foods completely for a week or two. After that, slowly introduce one or two of the, no, she said one at a time and see what the reaction is, see how I react to it. She said that it's going to take a while, but I can find out if I can have, for example, onion, if I can eat onion twice a week, and then if I eat it more than that, I'll start to get itchy skin or brain fog or whatever, and then that will tell me that I'm having a reaction to that. Or I could have half of an orange, and if I eat more than a half of an orange, then I get itchy or get a headache or something like that. So it's gonna take a while to get through the whole list. I don't know, it does kind of suck, and I wouldn't be one to be super concerned about a food intolerance. Honestly, it's just not my personality, but I'm having such a reaction on my hands that I'm like, okay, obviously this is affecting me, so I am avoiding all of the things. I'm on day 2 of avoiding all of the items. It is nice. Originally I thought I couldn't have chicken, but I can have chicken. Probably not every day because it still did have a slight reaction, but not enough to be a positive reaction. Rice, so I can work with that. I can eat that for a couple weeks and try to figure out the main ones that are causing a reaction. I really think it's soybean or soy. There's soybean oil in every single thing that's like any processed food. You can almost guarantee that there's soybean oil in it. So I personally think it's that, because soybean oil is really inflammatory. So if I'm consuming a lot of that, it's causing inflammation. So I'm pretty confident that if I avoid that permanently, that a lot of this will subside, but it's nice to know. Obviously wheat is probably inflammatory for me long term, and those ones that were higher on the list. And then there were some that were lower on the list, like onion and garlic were pretty low. They did have a reaction, but they were pretty low. So those ones are the ones I'm convinced that are like newer or just not really something I'm intolerant to, but they are right now because my body is just so inflamed and having that response with obviously with my hands and my eczema. So I'm going to be trying to figure out what I'm allergic to. I'm trying to stay hopeful because I am pregnant, as you guys know, so I don't know like how much of this I can do. Just, I don't know, I get really hungry sometimes. I don't know, but not to worry. My midwife said that it's totally fine if I change my diet this much. She's not worried about it at all. So that's why I'm trying it now and not waiting until after postpartum. I am excited to figure this out. I did not expect the list to be this long, so I'll keep you guys updated. I think after a year or so, I'll probably go do another test just to see if I'm right, that I won't have a reaction to most of these things again. I don't know, because these are all things I basically, most of this list like every single day, so, or regularly anyway. But yeah, so I'm excited. We'll see what ends up happening. I'll keep you guys updated throughout the vlogs, how my hands are reacting and how I'm feeling, what I'm eating. I might end up just incorporating or doing my best to avoid them as much as possible, but if I eat them every once in a while, I think that would be fine, as long as the majority of the time I'm doing my best to avoid most of these items for a good while and see if my body can just rest from being so inflamed all the time and see how that goes. If that does not go well, then I'll be really, really strict with it. But that's my plan for right now. I'm going to be strict with it for a couple weeks and then just be mindful to try my best to avoid them and not eat them on a regular basis. But obviously I'm still gonna eat most of these things. Like, I'm not gonna stop eating oysters. I won't go every week, but I'll do my best to avoid them on a regular basis. And that's just my plan. That's not advice if you for some reason have a food intolerance test like this too. I wanted to document this journey because I've been waiting to go to the allergist and try to figure out what's going on with my eczema for so long. So I was really excited. And I finally feel like I got something that I can work with to try to find a permanent solution for this thing. So anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in another video.